My $1.69 a pound chicken, $8.79 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 breasts. So tonight, I'm gonna cut it up. Well, right now I'm gonna cut it up and clean it all up. Because Bruce does not like fat at all. So, I have to make sure there's no fat whatsoever on any of these pieces. So, I will take them out like this, and see there's fat right there. He will not eat that. If he sees that, boom, gone. And so there's that little piece attached to it, so I'm gonna just take that off like that. That is a big piece of meat. Now there's a nice breast right there, and I'm gonna cut it right down the middle, because that's enough right there for he and enough for me. That big piece, each one right there, that's a good sized piece, and that's plenty. So there's one meal, probably that tonight. I'll marinate that for tonight. Like that also, clean them up. And like a crock pot and cook it. My daughter, what she does is she'll take a bunch of these and stick them in the crock pot and cook them for like 4 or 5 hours in the crock pot with a Lipton onion soup mix, and they come out, it falls apart, and then she can make pulled chicken, barbecue pulled chicken, or use the cooked chicken for anything, but it's so tender then. Several different ways to cook it. No, we won't eat chicken every day this week, but because I do have hamburger in the freezer, and I do have some shrimp in the freezer, and I do have some fish in the freezer from when it was on sale, and I put it in there. So we will alternate. Tell you can eat really well and eat really healthy for a very little bit of money. Probably about, including your coffee and your condiments and your cleaning supplies and your toilet paper and whatever. You could probably go on 2 people, I would say on $100 a week very easily. Very easily. Of course, you're not going to buy. I put that one in half because it's nice. So this, you're not going to buy IPA beer at $3 a bottle or whatever. We do drink the homemade wine that we made, and that is delicious, and that costs very little to make the homemade wine. And you don't get a headache from it because there's no chemicals in it. That's a nice piece too right there, good. Okay, so that's a pretty big piece there. I'm going to cut that one in half too. Okay, so that one's a good size. That one's a good size. Good, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of chicken. All cleaned up. That's all the scrap I got. Beautiful. Look at that. Okay, now some of these I'm going to be putting away in the freezer for next week. I think I'll put away 1, 2, 3. I'll put away 4 of these because otherwise we're going to get chickened out. So 4 of these I will put away for this week sometime to make stir fry or chicken with rice and in a can of cream of chicken soup. I'll do something with this week. Now these 2 are going to be for tonight. That one and that one. I'm going to marinate these 2 right now. Now what am I going to use for marinade? Okay, this goes in the freezer, this goes in the refrigerator. Okay, what am I going to put in these? I find a good one for doing on the grill is the Asian sesame. It's delicious. That's honey balsamic. That'd be good too. Whatever happens to be in your refrigerator, but you gotta use up. Okay? This looks, oh, here it is. Asian, I like this one. This is my favorite. Right there. That's fun. That's a good one. Put it here. Put a Ziploc bag. Squirt some in. Close the zip bag up and squish it. And you can just leave it out. It's for a couple hours till it gets nice and warm and all that stuff gets soaked into it. And then you put it on your grill, or not on your grill, but in your oven, on the cookie rack. I'll do that in about My oven is preheating to 450 degrees. 450. I took a cookie sheet. I'm going to line the cookie sheet with aluminum foil, just so I don't have to clean it too bad, too much. And then I'm going to stick my wire rack, raised wire rack, in there like that. And I'm going to stick my pieces of chicken that I marinated on the top. There, and there. And I'll put them in the oven for 20 minutes when it gets up to 450. Gonna take a chunk of that broccoli I bought today, wash it up. Cut off the bottoms, of course. Take the rest of it, cut into little pieces. There's the broccoli. Add a little bit of water, maybe a half cup. I'm gonna bring that to a boil. 7 minutes to go with the chicken, so I'm gonna put the broccoli on. And there's our two salads, my salad, Bruce's salad. We'll put good seasonings dressing on it. It's got to thaw out, gel a little bit. When you put olive oil in the refrigerator, it coagulates like that. So you have to leave it at room temperature until it gets not thawed out, but uncongealed. Uncongealed. All right, so then we can use that on our salad. Just oil and vinegar and good seasonings packet. Been using that for years. Okay. Here's my piece of chicken and there's Bruce's piece of chicken. Okay, let's take it apart and let's see what it looks like right here coming out of the oven. Okay. You can have the bigger one. So this is the smaller one. And look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. $450 degrees, 20 minutes. Perfect. There's my chicken. If I want to put some more sauce on it, some Asian sesame dressing, I could just take it right out of the bottle like this. Asian sesame dressing. Just pour a little bit on it. Oh, jeez, that scared me. Holy Moses. Okay. Heart attack, heart attack. All right, broccoli's done, I can tell. Okay, take the broccoli off. And here we go. Spoon for the broccoli. Here's my broccoli. Love broccoli. Here's Bruce's broccoli. There we go. And have a little more there. You can have a little more there. Put a big wad of butter on mine. Chop it up. Now chop my broccoli up a little bit. Make the butter go into it a little better. There you go. Perfect. If the broccoli turns brown, you've cooked it way too much. It's got to be green still. So there's my broccoli and the butter. A lot of butter. Love butter. Okay. There's my dinner. I'll put the rest in his. He won't know. He's not a butter eater, but I'll put it in there today anyway for him. He'll be coming home about 6 when my rehearsal's over, and then he can just reheat his dinner here. Okay, there's his. And there's, okay, here's his dinner and my dinner. Is that easy? It is so easy and so good. All right, there it is. Quick and easy.